These guys were not billed as these can't-miss superstars who are going to carry teams to championships for years to come. Each and every guy here has something to prove. If you can bring that together like we did this year, it's a powerful force, man.
You thought you bought your best lines, but they couldn't touch mine. I rocked you and you're not. Hope you have better luck next time. You thought you bought your best lines, but they couldn't touch mine. I rocked you and you're not. Hope you have better luck next time. So just perhaps you wanted to.
Heading to Indiana for the conference finals, Detroit would face its former coach, Rick Carlisle, who had taken the Pacers to new heights.
They led the league in wins, you know, we realized how talented they were.
They run all our plays, we run all their plays. It wasn't about X's and O's, it was just about who wanted most.
In Game 1, Detroit battled its way to the lead and carried it into the final minutes. But while the Pacers were on the ropes, they had the one player who could deliver a knockout.
This is what we want. Keep playing. We're jabbing. The overhand right is coming.
He got around a pick. Here's the three. Reggie Miller. The Pacers at home win Game 1.
We sort of figured they had stole one from us. Felt like we had let one slip away.
Determined to bolster the Pistons' confidence, Rasheed Wallace issued a bold proclamation prior to Game 2.
Y'all put it in the front page, back page, middle of the page, wherever. Headliners, column 1 or 2, we will win Game 2.
You got backing off?
We will win Game 2.
Everyone probably thought that, but no one had enough in them to say it. And so he was able, I believe he was able to say what everyone was thinking.
Wallace's words only fueled the intensity of Game 2, which featured 26 blocked shots, 19 by Detroit.
It wasn't the, quote, beautiful style of basketball they play out west.
O'Neal sends that one back.
It was more of a smash mouth football game, if you want to say.
That was a man block.
That was a war, man. That was an unbelievable defensive slugfest.
Detroit found just enough offense to build a slim lead late in the contest. But just like in Game 1, they would face another Pacer rally and the prospect of another demoralizing defeat.
We felt momentum slipping in that game.
I was like, there's another game about to be tied up, man. This could be trouble.
And once again, it was Reggie Miller who would take center stage in the game's decisive play as the Pistons tried to hang on in the closing seconds.
4 on the shot clock. I don't know if Phillips knows that. It's stolen by Indiana. Ahead to Miller in the run out. And it's blocked again. Oh.
What a block. Tayshaun Prince.
How did Prince get there?
I mean, he was literally at half court, and Reggie was at the top of the key.
I didn't think there was any way possible for him to get this shot.
We go out there, we try to get after you for 48 minutes. And, you know, that play at the end of the game was that last minute.
I tell you what, he laid out his entire body for this play.
Tayshaun's play against Reggie in Game 2 certainly symbolizes who we are.
Dumars had shaped these Pistons in the mold of the championship teams he played on. They too had built their success on a foundation of defense.
You're not going to win it offensively. You've got to get to work on the defense, and that's what I'm looking at. I got to have the defense.
Blue collar, defensive, just kind of in your face, 48 minutes, we're going to win, and you're going to have to accept that, or else.
Now look at the triple team as Sally and Rodman collapsed on Jordan.
These guys have that same blue collar, in your face mentality that we had.
And like their predecessors, the new Pistons had a potent backcourt, Chauncey Billups and Richard Hamilton.
2-on-1 to Rip for the jam!
And now Hamilton began to put his stamp on the series, giving Detroit the scoring they desperately needed.
Hamilton again. Oh, what a give to Hamilton.
What a goal. He's always on the go, always on the move. I call him Reggie Miller Y2K.
Rip had patterned his non-stop style after Reggie. And on the fast track of the conference finals, Detroit's new model was setting the pace.
I don't mind holding. If I can hold, he can hold. I'm not bitching to him.
I'll be talking to both of you all night long because I'm trying to prevent things before they happen.
But he and I are the same players, you know?
A lot younger, man.
Rip, I think, realized that this was an opportunity to show the nation and the world that it was a changing of the guard.
With the series tied, Rip led Detroit to 2 wins in the next 3 games, scoring 33 points in Game 5.
In that Indiana series, we jumped on Rip's back. He was our go-to guy that series.
And he had carried the Pistons to within 1 game of the finals.
Rip it and read it tomorrow in the paper. And the Pistons have a 3-2 edge as of right now.
Getting out of here, man. Hopefully we ain't got to come back here, go home, handle our business, and see y'all in Detroit.
The Pistons looked to ride their momentum back to the comfort of home. But at the start of Game 6, the Palace turned uncomfortably quiet as the Pacers quickly took command.
Indiana with a 13-point lead.
The Pistons were in need of a spark, but their offense had turned ice cold.
And the Pistons have gone 4.5 minutes without a field goal.
We couldn't hit the side of the basket, let alone hit a basket.
Look, we've had every great shot. We missed free throws. They've made shots. We can't expect everything good to happen, but our defense can't suffer.
As always, the Pistons' ferocious defense was doing its part. All they needed now was for the offense to give them a chance.
We knew if we would somehow be able to get the lead down the stretch, that it'd be hard for them to overcome.
Chauncey Billups to try to tie it. Does!
Outside jumper won't go. Tipped up, Rasheed Wallace. Oh, boy.
A deafening crowd of over 22,000 at the Palace. They can sense it. Tayshaun Prince got it! And for the first time in 13 years, the Pistons go to the NBA Finals. They're the 2004 Eastern Conference champions.
Every time you go to that board and cross one out, you're that much closer. It just gives you a great feeling to know that you're having an opportunity to go out and live out a childhood dream.